Hello, hello, amazing humans. We're checking out, a new thing today. New way of doing Facebook Lives. Correct. Excellent. So, hello, everyone. I just wanted to say today, like, it's week three. In my mind, it's week three of our new normal. And I think that's something that is really the key thing to embrace right now is that it's new. It's a new normal. There's no going back to the way things were. Our world has changed, and it's rolling with it. It's about rolling with it. In an ideal world, I would have rolled with it much smoother. And I will say the last 2 weeks for me have really been every day has been a new adventure, would be the nice and polite way of saying it. And then it's this week that I really feel like I finally found my new center. Because as I said, it's a new world. Um, in my head is the Aladdin song, whole new world, don't you dare close your eyes, a whole new world, something about surprise. Um, because that's what it is. It is a whole new world. And by putting on that lens of like opportunity and excitement and curiosity, that for me is what I've chosen to approach it with because that makes it interesting, that makes it fun. Um, so I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my experience with COVID-19 in the last few weeks, and that fact that it is only now after a couple of weeks that I'm refinding that center place. So for me, week one, I will admit I did some panic shopping. There was a huge self-preservation focus, a whole what is happening in the world, what do I need to feel comfortable and safe and secure and confident in what's going to happen. For those of you who saw my post, I think it was early last week, I shared a picture of the squash that had been purchased the week before, because for some reason in my brain, that's what it said we needed. We had taken stock of other food in the house, and it really was this self-preservation focus and you know, moving through panic myself and being able to just do and focus. We had, my in-laws were in Mexico, and so that was an element of how do we get them back to the country and safe and secure and able to quarantine in the place. And then, and in the meantime, my intention for week one was I was going to be launching something new with my business, and how with the change of the world that no longer felt right. So it's about how to recalibrate that. And that was really the focus or the thoughts that carried into week two, which I consider last week. At some point we'll stop counting in weeks, but it's almost like when you start dating someone for the first time, you count the first few weeks, then you count months, and then all of a sudden it's like, how have we not, clearly we've been together forever. So I think that's what we're in right now. We're in the first few weeks of this new relationship, with the world and with each other, and navigating what that looks like. Because last week was really that, okay, with the new world, as a business owner, what does that mean? How am I supposed to navigate that place? And then my husband coming to work from home, that's a shift. There's a growing pains, not really growing, but there's how do we navigate that and work with that? And it's just, even though we've worked in the same house apartment before on things, it's still it's different, and especially when you're settling in for a who knows how long phase, how do you set that up? And so I know for me, this past weekend, we did another round of groceries. In-laws who were quarantined needed some supplies. I was also able to see my parents, and just finally felt like I'd settled enough into this new normal. And that's where I started out sharing at the beginning, that have kind of found that new center place. And I know for me, the way that's helping, that really helped my mindset make the switch. Yes, there's all those a bunch of techniques that I know and things that I can do and whatnot. And the foundation of it was recognizing that my foundation was shaken. So kind of like I've never lived through one, how kind of like an earthquake shakes the literal bedrock of our world. this is shaking the metaphorical bedrock, and where are we refinding our ground, where are we refinding our footsteps to have that new foundation. And so, you know, being, like I said, it's kind of like that new relationship, finding the new foundation. What is this going to look like? And so I just wanted to bring that up and open it, and kind of open up that conversation around what is, now that your foundation's been shaken, now that the foundation has is no longer as stable as it used to be. What does it look like now, and what kind of things have you been doing to move forward? For me, I'm still a bit in that exploration phase. I look forward to sharing with you how that goes. One thing for me is exploring more about tech. I've done different videos in the past, and tech isn't my first love. I'm the person who would much rather walk down to the bank to ask a question than to pick up the phone and ask. That's me. I prefer the in person. And so with this new virtual world, it's navigating that and becoming more comfy with the tech. So what is it that you're navigating these days? Do you want to join me in navigating it? I know that's a thing. How do we, beyond what we're doing, why are we doing that? And how do we connect and still feel that joy and that connection with people through technology? So I hope you're having a solid time, and you're finding your own foundation. And as mine continues to solidify, I don't know, for me, that's what I feel the most able to give and to share with the world. So I look forward to coming back on in future days to share other just pieces of my experience, and hopefully that by knowing someone else is sharing similar things as you, that's helpful and helps you move forward in our own brave new world. I'll find the link to that and share it too. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.